Hey Soul Tribe, welcome back to All Things Conscious Podcast. I'm your host, Shawna Romkey. Thank you for joining me in the sacred space where we explore the truth of our awakening and how to navigate these turbulent times. Today's podcast is going to be in two parts. It also may be triggering because what I want to talk about is urgent, but also what is happening in the world right now and how it's affecting us and what it means for our collective consciousness. We're living through a moment that echoes history, one that's eerily similar to the darkest chapters of humanity's past. However, we're going to look at this through a spiritual lens, not pointing fingers, but looking at it through a healing perspective. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, just mentally exhausted or confused, know you're not alone. These feelings are signs that you're awakening, and it's happening individually, but also collectively. It may not seem like it because all you see is the division and the fighting, but I believe the chaos is a catalytic event for deep internal change that rocks people right out of their complacency. Right now, the world is in chaos. We see protests, political upheaval, governments breaking the law, conflicts erupting worldwide. It's a time of upheaval, wars, unrest, and a loss of trust in institutions that once seemed unshakable. This chaos is not happening randomly. It's a reflection of a deeper shift, a collective awakening. Our consciousness is expanding, but so are fears, doubts, and division. All this turmoil is pushing us to answer and ask, what is true? What is real? And it's exposing the cracks in our belief systems, our political systems, our social systems, and even ourselves. This upheaval is a spiritual awakening on a massive scale, larger than we've ever seen in any of our lifetime. We're waking up to the fact that many of the stories we've been told about history, morality, justice are incomplete or manipulated. And nobody wants to think about how you've been lied to for generations and generations, but you know what? We're not accepting it anymore. We're asking questions. We're questioning everything. We see how propaganda, misinformation, and lies just have kept us divided and controlled. We're realizing we're just fed up with the narrative that keep us compliant and distracted. And in the process, we're becoming conscious. We're remembering our inner power, our sovereignty. We're pushing for justice, truth, and authenticity. This is a necessary process, messy, uncomfortable, but essential. Now here is the unsettling truth. This isn't the first time we've faced this kind of chaos. In fact, we are repeating history. Researchers and historians point out that this year, 2025, aligns with the same mindset that fueled Nazi Germany. It's the same dangerous rhetoric, the same dehumanization, the same manipulation of fear and hatred. We are seeing echoes of that dark period, mass propaganda, suppression, and the rise of extremism. The world is teetering on the edge of authoritarianism and control again. This is why it's so important to be aware and intentional, to recognize these patterns, to learn the lessons of the past, and to choose a different path. We have the power to break these cycles, but it starts with awareness and responsibility. And that's what we're going to talk about in part 2. I'm sending you love, light, and healing. Shawna.